Yeah, we probably get this dude would probably
All
get
right. Well,
DMCA, all that.
we're back with
Going.
The Isaiah
another
Loud.
podcast. I'm muted right now, but we're gonna get right into it with the introductions.
He is astronomically loud.
All right, we're back. Episode
We
2
are, we are, we are.
of a podcast that came out when we did our last one, like 4 or 5 months ago.
Were we playing Apex?
We were playing Apex on technically the new map that ain't even new for real no more. But I'm gonna let them introduce myself.
Many podcasts 2 months ago.
You already know who I am, so go ahead, introduce yourself, and I'll get into the first topic.
Shoot. I've been videos before, you know me. I feel like I don't even need to say my name at this point. I'm a staple on the channel.
It does. Here 4D. It says right there. I'm holding. No, it says here 4D on the map. I couldn't get that out of my mind.
He's not lying.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't the new.
Oh shoot. My name is AJ. Yeah.
Simple as that.
Playing Deontay or not?
All right, now we already started, but
Yeah, we already started recording.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I think the big topic that I wanted to get to for sure is we need a name for this, of course.
Hold on. Yeah. We need a name.
We
need to
can't,
figure out a name for the podcast.
We can't keep going with no name podcasts if we're gonna be making more. Now, I don't even.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode number 87.
87 no name podcast. But
just
let's
name
go
it.
with
Just name it. No name podcast.
That sounds cool, huh?
the no name podcast.
No name podcast.
That's cash money.
No name podcast,
I rock
huh?
with that one.
That's what we're rocking with.
Alright.
I rock with that.
Alright.
You know
All
what I
right, you guys can donate to the No Name Podcast Cash App.
mean? Let me put the GoFundMe in the description below.
GoFundMe.
We're gonna pay
More
Pop Set
equipment.
tomorrow.
Whatever. But the no name podcast.
Help your boy get some gummy worms. Know what I mean?
Sour gummy worms. That's the stuff right there for sure.
That's
Message
gross.
from
That is foul.
Black John Wick.
Seriously, you don't mess with sour gummy?
Deontay
sorry.
wants in. Let's get him in here. Why not? Let's get Deontay in here.
Yeah. Alright, you get him in here. I'll be back in a second.
You got to blur out his gamer tag.
I have notifications off, so.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Look at that, thinking 8 steps ahead.
Hey, to the big brain. Hi. Deontay, introduce yourself, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, what's up, man? It's your boy Dante, aka Day, aka Didi, aka that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That
What's up,
nigga,
what's up,
okay.
Yeah. Saying, man.
Sounds
Something
good.
like that.
Something light. You are on the newly named No Name podcast. How you feel about that name?
Great name, man. Great name. Good place to start.
For sure.
This dude,
All right.
this dude
Well,
AJ, bro, you got so much going on in the background.
so should we get into the
Let's get into
the main topics of the episode?
Yeah, let's get into the grid. Let's get into the grid of it all.
Go
I'm gonna let
ahead.
you start off with your topic. Your opener, because I got some shit.
Well,
I
my
wanna talk
opener
about
was the
after.
name, and we
That was
got
your- okay,
we got
shit.
that
I'll
really
get right into
quickly.
my topic then. I'll get right into my topic then. How?
Go for
So
it.
the main thing, I mentioned it last night. How the hell do we not know that we're in a simulation? This is basically the simulation thing, but it's my own version of it. It's like, okay, who's to say we're not in a simulation right now? You feel me? I mean, because let's be real.
Me.
Let's be real. Because things like the what is it, the Mandela effect or whatever, the fucking it's just weird shit that happens in the world. Like, who's to say? The way I think of it is, this also ties into aliens and shit too. We're hooked up on a mothership right now. And aliens have us in a simulation to study human life, bro.
But like they got room for 7 billion.
Hey, you never know. Think about it. Have you seen an alien?
It's plausible for sure,
No.
I guess.
Yeah, it's
No.
very plausible.
Yeah, it definitely is. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
'cause
No, but I've
the-
seen the UFO.
The government has already confirmed, like, hey, aliens are a thing. Like, y'all weren't tripping. Everybody who's seen a UFO, you weren't tripping.
True,
So
true.
who's to say we're not hooked up right now, being tested and studied on? I mean, cause okay, I know we've seen the videos of
No,
like
wait,
things
just one shot me.
glitching out in the simulation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like birds like
They're all
frozen in
over.
midair and shit.
Well, no, that's explainable.
Well,
I feel
explain
like
it then.
yeah, it could be some explanation
No, the
explanation for
bird-
it.
the birds-
sitting in midair.
Yeah, that's explainable because their wings are flapping at the same rate as the camera frame rate. That's how that works. So they're
That's-
flapping the exact same time every picture's taken, so it looks like it's just floating there. That's how
Never
that
thought
works.
about
I
it
know
like that, honestly.
Never thought about it. I never chose to think about
Well,
it.
if
Like
aliens are testing us, I'm gonna have to ask them to let me the fuck out real quick. You know what
if they're
I'm saying?
testing us, bro, I'm failing.
that.
Failing all the tests.
I'm failing horribly in life, man. Please put me back into my actual life.
AJ, bro,
They're
you're
gonna
the real
probe you.
But
both
highly
guns.
appreciated.
But
No,
what
but
what
if you're asking
about
to be put back in your regular life? They're going to probe you. Let's be real here.
Oh,
They're not
never
gonna-
mind. Keep me
They're
here.
not gonna let you just go knowing all this shit. Like, hey, bro, they know of our existence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some metal up his ass. Like, you know what I mean?
that's one way to put it.
Bro, watch me be some old white guy, bro.
The government are the
I've been
aliens?
hating
No,
white people and
hold
saying
on,
they all my life.
Imagine like
So you
no
mean to
before.
tell me we're not who we think we are?
Yeah, like before we're
Probably.
born, it's like a customized screen. You
Oh, dog, that'd be so
customize your
crazy.
character. Deontay's an old white guy who customizes himself.
So Deontay's choosing to be he's choosing to be a white guy?
Always. He has to be an old white guy. Hating
No,
white
no,
people
I'm
and
saying
saying nigga all my life.
Deontay outside the simulation is an old white guy, but the old white guy's like, nah, I'm gonna be a
But hold
short
on,
black guy
okay.
this life.
Okay, but hold on.
I want to make
Let's
myself a
just-
tall black guy.
But let's logically think about it for a second. Like I was saying, we've
Sean.
seen we've seen things like glitches and shit in the system
That you can't explain, yeah.
that we can't explain. Like motherfuckers like glitching out and shit, being like
Like that,
fucked
you
up
ever
and
seen that shit
shit,
on the
like-
TV show with the who was just shooting? Goddamn, where it's the bicyclist just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
You
like
seen that?
a car passes and there's just a guy. Or it's like someone's walking by and a bicyclist just comes riding out of nowhere. Like
Yeah,
how the
like-
fuck do you explain that?
Oh yeah.
Now,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
get me wrong. I'm a firm believer in a higher power. I'm a firm believer in big God. But
Yeah.
how the hell do you explain that kind of shit? You know what I mean?
It's like I
Like
told you
someone-
earlier, bro. Those are the Karens. They're just coming into existence.
That's what I'm saying. Cause think about it. No one is raised. No one. Okay, but that's a different conversation for a different time. But like real talk. No one is just sitting here like, oh yeah, this is easily explainable. I can sit here and explain how that bike just appeared out of nowhere.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I mean, that's why those clips go big.
It was
No
eaten.
one can explain them.
You know, the simulation theory it's crazy. It is so crazy, bro. Because it's like 1 second,
Yeah.
it's easy to explain too. Like the evidence is
Mhm.
there. You know what I mean? It's there.
Like no, they made the Matrix to throw us off our tracks.
That's why I hate when people are like, yeah, the simulation theory doesn't add up. Because it's like, I know you've seen the shit where people are like glitching out in real life and shit.
I mean,
Like,
what if we are the aliens?
Why-
Okay.
What if we're the aliens
I fuck
to
with that.
other planets?
To other planets. Like, we see
Oh, yeah,
everything,
like
we see
that-
everything else as aliens, but
There's that
the shit
theory
that's out there
where
is kind of like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
our spaceship
at Glitblorg,
is
you know
the
what I
is the
mean?
asteroid that killed all of the dinosaurs. You ever heard that one?
Oh, wow.
The spaceship we crash landed on here is what killed the
Wow.
dinosaurs.
Oh, that's big brain right there. That's big brain activity. I never thought of it like that. Wow. Holy fuck. Because like our whole lives we've been taught it was a meteor.
Mm.
But it's like, how does a
No
meteor get
way.
that damn big to wipe out the entire
No, there's
an entire fucking
there's some
race
big
of
ass.
creatures? But I mean,
well, no.
you know how
What-
big
no, what
it has to
happens-
be?
No, so like scientifically, it's like it hit the planet. All that dust and ash got brought up after it vaporized everything, and just the soot that covered the Earth. If you didn't die from the impact or the shock wave, you died of malnourishment because you didn't have anything to feed off of.
But here's my question. So let's think
There
about
are
it like
3
this.
people in there, Jay.
Let's think about it like this. How big was the motherfucking meteor then? Because
Big enough to.
if it had enough power to wipe out animals across the planet, not
Yeah.
just in like a certain continent or country or whatever. Oh, but you know what? You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Pangea. Pangea.
Yeah,
Pangea was still a thing.
the
That was
whole
still a
world
thing.
split.
Yeah. Which
Most of
holy
them niggas probably
fuck,
drowned.
that meteor probably caused the splitting of the continents, bro.
No.
Well, like, well, I mean, obviously tectonic plates and shit.
Yeah, but we learned in
But
my geography
but
class
if
said
we're
that.
no.
thinking- Well, hold on. But if we're thinking
Go
of
ahead.
this shit as, if we're thinking of this shit as something that's powerful enough to wipe out
Yeah.
entire
It
fucking,
definitely could have progressed.
it definitely could have. That's what I'm
what's
saying.
the
It
word?
definitely could have aided in causing that shit to split.
Yeah, it could have pushed it happening a lot sooner than it could have. Because in my geography class, they were saying that sooner or later, all the what are they called? Continents are gonna form back into one
Yeah, I
giant
figured as much.
supercontinent.
Because you have to think about the way they were drifting away,
Yeah, they're drifting away, and then eventually they're
The
gonna
shape
drift
of the
away
Earth
so
and shit.
far.
that they
They're
come back
drift
together.
Yeah, they come back together.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm not questioning that. But I'm questioning, my biggest thing is, when it comes to us being the aliens and shit,
Hmm.
we pretty much, like, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? I was gonna say we invaded, but like, fuck it, bro. We just like
The
claimed
planet?
this shit as our own, huh? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's for sure a possibility. I mean,
And I remember seeing a skit where it was like, we are the descendants of an old alien race, and they fucked up their planet. So they had to find a new planet. So our Adam and
so they
Eve
migrated.
are just no, our Adam and Eve, because everyone like their planet was dying, so they sent out people to find new planets. And Adam and Eve are just two aliens, quote unquote, that found the planet. No, everyone else died, and they just started repopulating.
So that means oh my goodness. That means the aliens, us, we wrote the fucking Bible and said, hey, let's just play this off
Let's
as a
throw them
religion.
off a little bit.
Let's play this off as a religion.
That's that's plausible. I mean,
No,
we
Would
see
explain why they was
other
enrolled in,
people.
like 8 different times.
Yeah, it would. It would. Because if you think about the different versions of the Bible, the Christian
There
Bible,
is.
anyway.
Yeah, there's different versions and then different translations. The
But here's
translations
something
fucked
I
it
want
up.
to talk about. Here's something I want to talk about. Cryptids. I firmly
Yeah.
believe those exist.
You know, Deontay know all about those.
I mean, okay,
Yeah,
think about it. Think about
get in
it.
the
Think about it.
conversation.
Hold on, now think about it for a second. Sasquatch, right? Or Bigfoot, or whatever you want to fucking call them.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
hairy motherfucker.
Big motherfucker.
It is very plausible that
Long
that
toes,
nigga
babe.
exists.
Goddamn!
Like, okay, think about it for a second.
Of course, but he doesn't want to be found, you feel me?
You're trying to tell me Bigfoot probably just ain't an oversized
Damn.
ape?
I mean, yeah, I mean it could be explained like that, but how come we
Yeah,
don't see
some
more
animals
than
go
just
through
one
mutations.
oversized?
Hey, like Deontay just said, mutations.
Yeah, bro, because most
Damn.
animals are mutations like Black
Alright, well,
Panthers
time
and
to eat.
Jaguars. Like,
But yeah,
Jaguars are
Panthers
just Black
Jaguars.
Panthers, but like they
a
have a
white,
mutation.
A white tiger.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. I mean, it could just be.
I mean,
a
that's
genetic
what most
mutation.
cryptids are, to be honest. Like, it's
Just
just
mutations of
animals who
actual
are
animals.
endangered, most likely. Like, they're on the verge of extinction, or just like mutated animals.
But it's like you'd figure if that was the case.
I'm sorry, a Dobar 2 is not real, bro. I'm still stuck.
Yes,
on
it
the
is,
one
bro. Yes, the
Well,
fuck
well,
it
hold
is.
up now,
It's
AJ,
on the
hold
lady's
up.
gravestone, bro.
Hold
When
on,
I
hold
find
on,
it, I'm gonna
hold
show you the
on.
picture. It's on a lady's
Hold on,
gravestone
hold
for
on.
the
Dobar
1700s.
The Dobar Chew, it could be real. I mean, like real talk, that's just a giant otter.
Yes.
No, that
A
don't look
giant
like
and
an
That's
long
that's
gated
on an
otter.
island. That's just
That's
on
an
bro.
island by himself chilling. It's the Loch Ness monster. Like, come on, bro. How do we know the Loch Ness monster ain't real? Considering the fact that most of our water hasn't been explored yet.
Yeah,
I
we
was
know
about to
more
say,
about
shit, I don't know,
space
man.
than
I'm
we do
not.
water.
You know what I mean?
We
How
know
do
more
know
about space than we do water.
water? That's scary.
That's terrifying. That's why I have a fear of water. There's so much shit we don't know
Exactly.
about it.
I mean, we can only go so far at the moment right now, deep into the
Yeah.
water.
Which is what I'm saying.
Even
How
if
do
we could go
know-
farther, I wouldn't want to go farther any damn way.
But it's like I'm saying though, how do we
But
know? How do we?
we would
know
need to go
there's not-
farther.
Yeah, we would have to eventually.
Yeah, imagine swimming down there, you just see a giant ass fucking monster just staring
See
at you.
Godzilla?
Bro.
Hey,
All you
what's
can
up?
do is exactly. All you can do is just shit yourself because you're done. You can't run from it.
Hey, then that'll for sure
Hey, come here
tell the
often.
people who sent him down there, hey, there is
Come here
something
often.
down there, and we
Literally, the
may
last
need
thing you're gonna
to.
see is eyes. And
Oh
teeth,
yeah,
bro.
that's if I'm
Bro,
your
you know how
life is over.
terrifying that would
if
be?
I'm in a predicament like that, I'm making sure to send some evidence, something,
Like,
bro.
you know how
That it's a
terrifying
that
crazy
is?
ass monster.
Live,
You're the
live
scientist
recording.
who's like, okay, I'm gonna go as deep as we've ever gone. You're down there, pitch black, and you see a fucking eye the size of your entire ship open right next to you.
I will literally just
That would
close
be
my eyes,
so
bro. I was just
scary,
Close
bro.
your eyes and
I
accept
was just
death.
like, yep, goodbye. Of course, bro. Like, yeah, I don't even want to look at you, bro. Just do what you gotta do.
If
Do
I
what
were
you gotta
going
do,
down
bro.
there,
So scary, dog.
I would
That'd
have
be
to
so
have
scary.
I'd have to have a live
Christian,
live
it's
feed running.
Godzilla.
Why don't you
Zilla,
say
bro,
something
that
wild
shit-
like
oh,
a
actually-
rocket launcher, bro?
Yeah, I thought he said something like
God.
a rocket launcher. I'm like,
I'd
Christian,
have to have a
it's
grenade.
Godzilla. That
Hey,
shit
bro,
ain't
'cause
with
I'll be
nothing
like,
to
if
him.
I'm gone,
No,
you're
man, you
going
need a
with me,
live
bro. Hold
feed
on.
so people can see what you see. Because if you go
Yeah,
down
just
there
give
and
me some
die,
brass knuckles, dude.
it's like
Give me some brass knuckles.
you gonna take
Yeah,
them with
punch
brass
him underwater.
knuckles.
He's 1v1 in Godzilla.
Then he
Nah,
might
give
be
me
on
that.
my feet like, oh.
Give me the electric brass knuckles off of Rainbow. Yeah.
Off of, you
You
mean,
mean Payday
oh,
2?
Payday?
Payday.
Off of payday.
Yeah, I get to work, especially if it's all water too.
So when I
All I
die,
gotta do
I'll
is
pull
just
the
punch
pin.
the water.
Wouldn't that
punch
fuck
the
you
water.
up also?
I got a rubber suit on.
Yeah, I mean,
I
no.
guess.
I mean,
I got a
technically
rubber
speaking,
suit
he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. It's just, it's still
the
way you
Godzilla.
said it.
coverage.
It's
not
still
full coverage,
Godzilla.
bro.
It's still
Yeah, it is.
Godzilla,
Hold
you
on,
guys.
Hold on. A diving suit, don't get me wrong, it's rubber and shit. Because I'm pretty sure it has to have some rubber in it to, because of the water
It's a-
tension or
yeah.
whatever, to break the tension and shit.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
like, for adhesion and cohesion and shit. But
Yeah.
even
Damn,
so, your
AJ.
face and shit is still exposed.
Oh shoot!
That's the only issue. That's why, if AJ had some electric brass knuckles down there, he's killing himself before Godzilla game.
No,
True.
not if I have a full body rubber suit on, bro. And down
But
there,
the
I
full
wouldn't
body
get
rubber suit,
electrocuted.
you wouldn't
You're
be
gonna
able to get
suffocate,
back
my
up.
guy.
Yeah, you're gonna suffocate.
No, I'm not.
How
Why
come?
is that?
Because I'm built different.
No,
Simple.
that's not how this works.
Bro,
We
That's not how
can't
this
use
works.
I hate
build
when
different
people say
logic
that.
in here.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta actually
Because
use
you're not
logic
built
with this
different, is
one,
that why?
Here's
No,
the thing.
okay,
Even if you're
okay.
quote unquote built different, doesn't mean you're built better, bro.
No, if you have on a full body, if you have on a full rubber suit that's custom fit to go over your oxygen mask, that's sealed tight, and your oxygen mask is also rubber, you actually wouldn't. I don't think you would. You get electrocuted.
Dang.
I mean, but
Know what I mean?
here's the thing: you're not rubber. Rubber isn't. It's not a conductor, but it's an insulator. But you're not.
Yeah, which is why I'm covering myself with a non-conductive
But then,
material.
okay, so if that's the case, then how do you expect to get up? Because I'm pretty sure the reason like the fucking diving suits and shit are rubber is to like break the tension in the water, so you can actually dive.
I'm gonna be in my little spaceship joint.
Yeah,
My
you do
little
that, bro. I'm gonna just go after
A submarine.
Thank you very much.
Submarine, yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
on
stuff
land.
What is he
And then-
talking about, bro? This is
And
not
then he's gonna eat
Subnautica.
the submarine whole. And what's
Yeah,
your next
I
plan?
get-
Bro, you're not beating Godzilla, bro.
No, I'm not saying Godzilla. I'm talking about
Nice
just like
question.
a big sea creature.
You know what it
You're
is.
still
I'm
not
pretty
being
sure.
a big sea creature. You're not that you're not that differently built. You know what I mean?
I don't know,
Aw,
man.
Christian, if you didn't get that one kill, I could have
Like,
aced.
this nigga think he's like the Mike Tyson of the ocean. Like, bro, you're not out here just
I might be.
rocking motherfucking sea creatures.
Mike Tyson couldn't even beat
Oh
everybody
my
he
God.
fought.
But hold up,
Reckon.
okay.
Back on track.
Yeah, back
Back on track. 'Cause now we're talking about stupid shit.
We're tangent.
But-
We're having a tangent.
But cryptids, you're trying to tell me it's not possible for a sea lizard, for example. Like, what would be a lizard that can like survive in the fucking sea?
Eel.
An eel.
Just a giant
Like
eel,
Zola?
yeah.
Yeah, that's basically
axolotl
what
or
people
something.
think the
Couldn't be
Loch
Loch
Ness
Ness.
monster is for real. Just a giant
A
eel.
giant eel. It would make sense though. I'm not saying
Yeah,
like
okay.
That's exactly what it is, but
yeah, it's a. That's all it is. It's just a giant sea lizard.
Yeah.
Like that shit is
Definitely
real.
possible.
That shit
I
could
mean,
easily be real. I
like
know
people
we've
are
seen the
saying
giant
like,
sea
oh,
like the
Loch
octopus
Ness
and shit.
monster couldn't be a thing. Bigfoot can't be a thing. But then over here, oh yeah, Megalodon, that was real.
You're trying to tell me a giant
Wait,
shark?
wait.
Megalodon
Big
probably still
monkey?
exists.
No. Big shark? Yes. I
What
definitely
about
believe that
Titan
one.
boa?
Titan boas. Titan
Oh,
boas went
ho, ho,
extinct
ho,
just for the
ho.
simple fact that like they were too. What's the word? They were too like
They're
fucking-
they're
were
too
too
big to
big.
be able to feed.
Yeah, they were
No.
too
Yeah, I'm
big.
saying you gotta think about it. If you snake that big, imagine the intake of food it would have to consume
Oh yeah.
just to
Yeah, they
survive.
won't
That's,
have
that's, that's
enough
what
food,
I'm
and they'll
saying.
probably
They're
probably
too
eat
big.
too
like
much,
die of
honestly.
hunger.
They couldn't find enough. They couldn't find enough people to not people like
People.
animals to eat.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
I
people,
mean, you gotta
bro.
think about
Old
it,
niggas was getting
burning a
knocked
lot
off
of
by these
calories.
things back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, bro. If we weren't killing each other, it was animals.
True.
Okay.
True. I mean, we're still killing each other to this day,
Yeah, to this
To
day.
this
Yeah,
day.
of course.
more than animals are.
We should say
Which
we
is
got
why
animals.
it's
Some
extinct.
people still find a way. Some people still find a way to get eaten by an animal.
I'm about to
I mean,
say, bro,
yeah,
look at that,
of course.
Look at,
Animals are still
Carol
gonna-
Baskin, bro. She feeds
Yeah.
she feeds her cats, bro. Her husband. You know what I mean?
And that old dude last year, that old
I haven't
dude
seen
that was
enough
like,
about that story.
he was in that little like
What the hell?
thing with that
What is
lion.
y'all
The
doing?
lion dragged his
bro.
ass.
You gotta get into it, bro. It's just so funny to me. Like niggas genuinely think Carol Baskin did not feed that man to that tiger.
Your kitty.
Like, bro.
That's your cat noise?
Yeah, bro, it would have to
She's-
take like
she's an
10 to
actual cat,
12
though.
cats to
Listen,
actually
it-
like eat him.
She fed him to a tiger. You think a tiger's gonna meow? Like no.
I don't think a tiger's gonna make the sound that you just made, though.
Well, okay, but cryptids exist, bro. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm gonna claim it right now. Cryptids exist.
I believe that it is it's a possibility.
I mean, it wouldn't be impossible. That's my biggest thing.
Mhm.
My biggest thing is
Yeah,
like,
because
it's
like most
completely
of them,
possible.
they're at like places that people wouldn't really think to go.
Yeah,
Like deep in the forest or on an island or like very deep underwater. Stuff like that. Sometimes in the sky.
He's behind the chair.
like I personally believe that shit could easily be like something that we could see in the coming years. Like with the way 2020 is going, bro. Or I should say ending. RP to MF Doom, but the way this shit is going right now, bro, that shit is very possible. It's very possible.
yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Hmm.
opposed
My
to
mic
seeing
was muted
something
this
like
whole
that.
time, bro. My mic was muted this whole time. I was still talking about tiger stomach acid. It can dissolve bones, if y'all didn't know. That's why they
Yeah.
think
That's what I'm saying,
that
like-
she
I
didn't
did
feed
not.
because they can't find bones. Yeah, tiger stomach acid is very strong. Very strong.
It's
They're
terrifying.
the ultimate carnivore. I mean, if you really sit here and think about it, bro.
Lions and I don't know about lions. I just know tigers. Because I watched a little bit of the documentary, and the guy's like, yeah, everyone thinks that she didn't do it because they can't find any bones, but even if the tiger did eat him, they will never find bones because the stomach acid ate the bones.
That's crazy to think about, though. Like, she really could have killed that man. And ain't no way of us knowing.
Yeah.
She wanna own some big cats. That is crazy.
hmm
She probably got a freaky
She-
looking cat hiding anyway.
What? She is the definition of being built different. You want to know what being built
Wouldn't
different
kill my
is? That's
husband.
what it is.
We kill my
No,
husband
no.
and feed him to this big ass kitten. Like,
The dude who got beaten up by that tiger, got beaten up by his wife and eaten by that tiger is built
he
different.
built different. Man, he built
Yeah,
weak.
man.
Is what he
I'm
is.
saying,
For real.
I ain't say built different in a good way. He just built different.
I think you say the
Like,
same.
It
I
shouldn't
don't
be
know how you
happening.
let another grown person funk you out your life, but oh well.
Your wife at that, bro. Like, what did you do? He must have
I'm
cheated.
pretty sure he was like, yeah, I think he was cheating. I think he was
Had to be
cheating, but also he was like a drug pen and a criminal and stuff. So they like
Yeah, he
assumed
learned.
that he got kidnapped or some shit like
She's
that.
He learned
she's an
his lesson.
informant.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that nigga
I
learned his
bet he.
lesson. Shit.
I
I bet
guess,
he'll never do
yeah.
it again.
But yeah, he was like a real like
You can't
hard
snitch now.
criminal.
I bet he'll never ever cheat again.
He can't cheat
I
again.
don't,
You
yeah, I
talking
don't
about
think he'd
bet
be
he
able
won't.
to.
How much y'all want to bet he won't do it again? Oh, let me
That's
stop
not a
this
that's not a bet I'd
disrespectful.
actually
That's,
make.
I
that's
seen
foul.
like that Game Freak dude talking about it, and he said like she
Matt
probably
Rat-
like
Matt
grinding
Pat?
You
his
talking about
body.
Matt Pat?
Yeah.
Was
Like
it
that she
never
probably
He was
put his
talking about
body
it?
in a yeah, he said that she probably put
talked
his
about
body
this
in
with
a
the
meat
games, yeah.
grinder or some shit like that. And then fed it to the tigers.
I won't even trust anything he say, bro.
Matt
Stick
Pat?
to them video
What
games and
what he
books,
do to
bro.
you?
None. It's just when you speaking on topics like that and you theorize on video games and books, it's just like,
I mean, so are we. We don't know shit.
I'm about to say we don't know shit. We over here making. We just hypothetically
do we
speaking.
do we sit around all day theorizing on games and books,
Fuck no.
making
But
scripts?
these are theories.
I think.
These
Yeah,
are
we're literally
theories.
Yeah.
making.
We're literally
we're literally-
theorizing.
Yeah.
We
You
doing
know
Matt
what?
Pat job.
On the
I'm gonna
count
leave
of
it
old
now.
people though.
I'm gonna leave part. I'm gonna do it.
What?
Yeah, it's on the count of old people, because like I said, bro, the only reason why we know about most of these cryptids is because, like I said, old people
Oh.
were
Old
getting
people.
fucking,
Old
yes,
people.
them niggas were getting patched up by them back in the day, bro. Like, niggas would be walking with their wives in the forest, and a 7-foot gorilla would come out of nowhere and knock their bodies off and get found. And someone's like, I've seen a giant gorilla walk up to these two people and hit them. You feel me? That was before
These
cameras
niggas
and stuff, so they had to
hysterical.
take,
Oh,
yeah,
these
bro.
niggas
So
Nah,
like,
I
take
need
someone
to
cameras
word
and
for
stuff,
it.
you feel me?
Christian, come over to me real quick.
You said they used to get.
I need your
packed
help
up.
on this question over here.
For real, bro.
What do you
Alright.
got? What do you got?
Who
Not
the
even
hell
messing
puts-
around with them,
who
just
the hell
chilling, bro.
puts
They would be
cereal
minding
in
their
the
business,
fridge?
so the cryptids
Why
would
is
be
there
like,
cereal
fuck
in the
yeah,
fridge?
let's go.
Oh, then
There
you
ain't
asking
cereal in the
questions
fridge,
that
Niggas
have
want
nothing
cold
to do with
cereal.
Nothing right now. But fucking, what was I about to say, bro? Let's move on to the next topic. I think one of the topics was COVID, right?
Yeah, so let's just. I've been brewing about this for a minute. So, all right, so you got your COVID cases or whatever. You know, the lady came
Mhm.
from Wuhan and came over here with the little temperature
that what
pill.
happened?
Got past it.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, so
It's
somebody
first I'm
came
hearing
from China. She had COVID, but they were like, over in China they don't play around with people having sicknesses, so temperature checks are regular.
Yeah.
So what she did was she was already feeling sick, so she took a pill that lowers your temperature and
Wow.
makes you So she did that, got across, and spread it.
Everyone's
Over.
day
But my
up.
thing is, first hearing about
It
the
ruined
COVID,
my
you found out
2020.
the whole thing from it coming from bats because COVID is like an animal
Yeah.
disease. Like you don't hear about people catching parvo or anything like that. So my whole thing is you can't catch it, or you can't catch the animal COVID.
Yeah,
Like
it's
an
a
animal-
mutation.
Yeah, but the animal COVID is not going to turn into human COVID. So my
Right.
thing is, how did someone catch human COVID if no one had human
Mutation.
Yeah,
COVID?
human COVID.
It was a mutation.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like,
And
the
make
reason we
it-
get-
make it
that
seem
The
makes
like
reason we
it's
get
a
flu
natural-
shots every single year is because it mutates every single year. That COVID mutated to where it can affect humans, and we just got unlucky enough to someone caught it.
Yeah. Wow. You know?
Mm-mm.
I don't know because I personally believe COVID, like this strand of COVID,
I think that was
at
made.
the end, that was man-made. I strongly believe that's man-made.
I think it was
By the
man-made
government?
and it was ill prepared
By
to
the
keep
government.
it. Yeah, I
Whose
think it was
government?
man-made and it was ill prepared to
Bro,
keep it
look.
contained.
I feel like this was like a conjoined type deal. Like, oh yeah, like
I don't think they
China
properly prepared.
China was like, let's make this shit because we could probably
Yeah.
make some, make some big bucks on it. And
Yeah.
it wasn't properly prepared. Boom, out.
Or no,
just
no,
like
no. I
that.
shouldn't say it wasn't properly prepared. The U.S. didn't have it properly prepared, and they treated it as if
Well, no,
it were the
I
flu.
don't believe we had it, but we definitely played a part in it. The only reason
What do you mean? We didn't have it?
I'm saying like we didn't have
We didn't work
the,
on
like,
it.
like we didn't work on the shit.
That's
But
what
we
I'm
played a part
We
in it,
played
you
a
know what I
part
mean?
in it, We played a part in it.
But
We
think
were
about it.
expecting
Why
to
does
do
Trump
something
owe
over here with
China?
it.
Why did Trump owe China?
Trump didn't owe China. The
No,
U.S.
he's
owed China,
no.
but Trump stopped it. He stopped. He canceled us owing. That's what the whole beef was in January. Was he was
But that's
having
what I'm
beef with
saying.
China
Like,
because he realized
why would we owe
why do
China?
we owe all this money? And he was like, no, we're just
I
not
thought the
paying.
beef was with North Korea and
Yeah,
Or
January.
North
North Korea,
Korea.
China, or
Yeah, it's
It wasn't
Korea.
China. It's Korea, China. Because here's the thing, Trump owes niggas. He owes niggas. So it's like,
but
The
he wasn't
country
paying them.
owes niggas.
He owed people, but not them people.
but like it's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about. Like, I strongly believe this was a man-made virus.
No, hear me out though. Yes, I do believe it's made up, but am I gonna be one of those people like, oh, the virus
go
isn't real,
test
I'm not
it?
wearing a mask?
Like, yeah,
No.
I'm not gonna go test its gangster, nigga.
It might be
Yeah,
made
I
up,
mean,
but it's still real.
I'm saying
Okay.
it's made up, but it's packing its punch. So I'm gonna wear my mask when I'm supposed to. I'm not
keep it
I'm
moving.
not getting the vaccine. I don't really rock
No,
with it.
no,
And not because of the whole,
no.
not because of the whole. Oh, they're gonna put a tracking chip in
Microchip.
your. No, it's just
It's an
I'm-
RNA vaccine. That shit can fuck you up.
Yeah, you
I've
could
never
die.
gotten the flu shot.
I've gotten the
But
flu shot. That's probably why I'm so
if-
into this shit. I be low key catching this shit.
If
Yeah, I mean, I've never had the flu, and I've never gotten the flu shot. I've never gotten the flu.
I think I've gotten a flu.
I've had the
Once or
flu
twice.
a couple
I don't
times.
get
when was
sick
younger.
often.
A couple of times.
I don't get sick often, so
I get sick a lot when it's like these later months, like
Yeah.
fall,
Flu season.
winter, flu season. I get
Yeah.
sick a lot.
I don't get. I can't remember the last time I was even sick.
I can't.
But
sick.
if
My
y'all
birthday.
say it's man-made, why would they make something that's gonna hurt their economy?
Bioweapon.
Yeah, bioweapons.
Simple. Bioweapon.
That's like thinking, why do we make nukes? To fuck our people up that are fucking with us.
That's all. Look.
Even though they won't
if
use
they're-
the nukes.
If this is man-made,
Well, here they won't at least.
Well,
Essentially,
now they
this
won't,
shit
but we
is
used to in
yeah,
the span
now
of
they
like a
won't.
year.
But here's the thing.
How one country, like we used
This
to use
is
them a lot.
essentially an alternative to nukes or some shit like that. It's like, if you think about it like that, bro, they could drop this shit in the air and like nobody would know. Everybody would catch the shit. And that's one
mean,
country gone. You know
now,
what I mean?
now here's the other thing we got to think about. So you know the whole thing about thinning the herd, getting rid of the weak, and all that stuff like that.
Oh,
You remember when
Darwinism?
COVID first hit? You remember when
It was
COVID
taking out all the
first hit,
old
right?
niggas.
It was taking out all the old people, and the people with weak immune systems were getting it first and dying.
Infants and
Darwinism,
older
yeah.
people.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
it.
Stronger
So,
survive,
like,
and then they reproduce, and then we keep getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah. It's like mass production of stronger citizens. Like,
That's another thing. Even if it wasn't a bioweapon, it could be them saying, "Fuck, humans are starting to like slow down in progression because we have it's easier for people who are not like strong enough to survive on their own, like weak immune system and all that. So
right.
this could be a way to like you said, thin the herd so we only have the stronger people to reproduce.
Look, I'm gonna keep it G real.
That one doesn't make any sense. Why they'd even like think about that?
Well, you have to think about it like this. You have to look at it from a war aspect, because you have to realize America, we have allies, we have enemies.
We're not gonna send the 80-year-old people into war. I mean,
Yeah, but they doggone sure send the 18-year-old with the low college with the low GPA.
hey, you can go to war and not be able to smoke or drink. Let that
Yeah, you can
sink
go
in.
shoot some people up, but you can't have a drink.
You said
after.
we should be. You said what?
You can go to war but not be able to buy a drink. You can go fight for your country and kill how many people no one knows. But after that, friends, nah, sorry, not old enough.
You can come back with a pentakill, still can't drink.
It's a big pentakill.
come back and then called off 3 deatomizers. No, you cannot drive, sir.
Drive, you mean drink?
No, drive.
I'm about to
even
say,
at
'cause,
18, if you don't pass a certain test, you still cannot drive.
Oh, you guys, yeah.
Some people you can be deemed mentally unstable to drive.
Disabled
as well.
because of the possible PTSD.
That'd be crazy.
Oh man, that is.
That's another thing I
Country
couldn't do.
works
Like,
in
imagine,
crazy
imagine,
ways.
you know how
Very
bad
crazy
it
ways.
would be if you were able to say, "Oh yeah, I've killed more people than I have driven in my life. The times I've driven in
That
my
is
life.
so. That would be so wild to hear.
Be
Oh,
like,
bro,
I've killed
imagine.
more
Teenage
people than
killers.
miles I've actually driven, bro.
Jesus,
That
bro.
is sickening.
Wow. That's why I could never go to war. I couldn't kill another nigga. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even. It's
Well,
not even 'cause of that.
sometimes
I'm
you
just not
won't
about
be.
to go
You won't have
serve
a
a country
I'm
choice
not
that won't,
killing
that
other
won't fight
niggas
us
whether
for
out
you
and take
America.
go to
us back.
war or not. That's the
I've
thing.
seen
You
too
said
many
what,
homeless
Deontay?
veterans to be comfortable
I said,
serving
it's
in the
not that I'm
military.
not killing a nigga for America.
For America.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
See, some people gonna see this as unpatriotic or whatever, non-patriotic, but
Oh, I am. I don't celebrate
yeah,
4th
I
of
am.
July.
Fuck
None
you.
of
Yeah.
that.
I don't care.
I'm about to say I am.
That's
Fuck
cool.
If
I
that's
don't
what you
celebrate.
think, then I don't care what you think.
4th of July is just another day to
Stop
chill at
watching.
home, not go to work, eat ribs,
Eat
macaroni and
ribs.
cheese,
Eat
and
ribs.
probably light fireworks.
Not the
I mean, you gotta
McRib.
think about it. There's a holiday for when America became its own independent country, but there's not a holiday for when.
There's
Yeah,
a
I was about to
holiday
say
for
that.
when a rapist,
No, 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 no,
murderous
no.
colonizer
I should. I shouldn't say
came
that
over
because
to
we have
Columbus
America,
Day.
Juneteenth.
quote
Oh
unquote.
my
That's what I'm
goodness.
talking about.
We got
Columbus Day.
Juneteenth, but that's not even an official holiday. We gotta ask for
Mhm.
time off to celebrate Juneteenth. You know,
That's
but
so foul. Like that is so
and then
foul.
it's another thing too. It's like, oh, slavery happened in the past. You guys need to let it go. But
Let it
dare
go,
I
but it's
say,
like-
No.
dare I open my mouth and say, 9/11 happened years ago. Let's
It
just put it
happened in the
past.
past. Let it go. Like,
Boy, oh
mm.
boy.
I think 9/11 is different though. I
No.
think
That's
9/11 is different.
that's more recent, but it's still
It's not even
a
that
good
it's more
point.
recent. It's just that it affected almost damn near all races. It
Yeah.
wasn't just one.
Yeah. I mean,
one
it did
exclusive
affect
race.
it did affect everyone. Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
everybody
was
in
an,
that
it was an
building
attack
was a
on
black
our
person.
country,
It was
which
an attack on
hasn't
the country.
happened
That's what
before.
makes it different. That's what
But it
makes
was
it
a
different.
pivotal
Not that-
moment
not-
in
not
history
that,
that changed the way that we move as a nation now.
Mhm.
And what
Yeah.
slavery was as well. The ending of slavery was it changed the way that the nation moves. It may not have been for the better, but it's still a way that it changed. You know.
Wait, Christian, you left?
Yeah, I guess.
It kicked me.
But I don't know. I see it as something different. I see it as something different. Like 9/11 is just that's like a national tragedy. That's like what I mean. Not saying slavery ain't. Don't get me wrong. That shit shouldn't have
'Cause
never
it's-
happened. But
It was I think it was like the first time there's like
That
ever
our
been like
country had
a,
ever
a
been-
real attack on the homelands, not on like the waters.
well, not Pearl Harbor technically speaking, but
But that was on
I-
the waters, you know.
No, yeah. So when you
Oh,
when you
that
said the
wasn't
waters,
waters.
I think we
I didn't even hear. I
Like
didn't even hear
yeah.
him say
terrorists
that. I didn't
came
even hear him
into
say
the
waters.
country and attacked like a big building
The
in
Pentagon,
society.
the World Trade Center.
They tried to, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy thing.
And I don't think
Damn, I'm glad
it's a
I see you
holiday,
born,
but I
nigga.
think it's more of like a day of remembrance.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not even a holiday. Yeah, it's not even like something you celebrate. You don't celebrate a bunch of niggas getting killed by a plane.
Yeah.
'Cause,
You
like,
remember everyone
even,
lost,
like,
so that everyone
Even
lost.
hearing about it, like what they did, like they closed down like places where
That would
like
be crazy
malls
to
like
do.
with big openings, like everybody was scared because you don't know
Rightfully
what's
so,
next.
Honestly.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Just imagine a nigga with a plane shirt walking up to you being like, "Happy 9/11 Day, brother." Like, what the
Oh
fuck?
my god, that'd be crazy.
I don't know what time you gotta be on for that, honestly.
All right,
At
all
all.
right, all right. Let's move on to the next topic though, because this one got a little political and shit.
All right, next topic. What was it? Up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Carl's
yeah.
dead.
Okay.
Carl's
So-
dead.
Yeah.
So here's the deal.
What?
The old dude, right?
Mhm.
It shows in the movie him in his home. You know, they're doing the reconstruction around his
Right,
house.
right,
He doesn't
right.
want to leave his
Yeah,
house, so he ties a bunch of balloons to his house. Now, realistically speaking, that's not physically possible to uproot your house.
Not at
off the
all.
foundation
Oh, you talking
with
about
a
us?
balloon.
Wait,
This is a
really?
movie, so
Shit. I got calls
So-
for plans. Shit, I know that.
but it is a
So-
real thing to actually put your house on the back of a truck and move it. Cause I've seen that.
And well, not
The
with
last time I
balloons,
checked,
Christian.
Christian, a truck and a bunch of balloons.
Now, here's the deal. That
I'm
boy
just
that
saying.
kept coming up to him was bothersome to him. It was bothersome to him because he wasn't ready to leave. He was not ready to die yet. That's why the boy was bothersome to him. So now, fast forward, the boy is sticking with them. So now the boy is helping him get to his destination, which, in reality,
Paradise
is
Falls.
Heaven's Gates, Paradise Falls.
Yeah, yeah.
Hence, focus on paradise.
Right.
the boy is helping him. His original thing was to help him across the street, but he didn't need help getting across the street. He didn't want to get across the street. He didn't want to leave his house.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hey,
at the end of the movie, the
that's
boy
No
ends up
fraud to
wild.
taking him
invite.
to Paradise Falls.
Tucker's not getting in.
Alright,
And-
next turn.
His graduation ceremony, which was him actually receiving his
Getting the
angel's
pin.
wings, was
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
actually being in heaven, witnessing him get his wings, which was his badge.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so you say
That's
Russell's like an
wild.
angel?
Yeah, he is.
Well,
He's just-
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. He's trying to do
That makes
God's
sense.
work, I
It
guess.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't even see you say that doesn't make sense. That makes sense. That's
Yeah,
just crazy to
definitely.
think about. Holy.
But what the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Yeah, what the dog doing? Where does he play? That dog, that big old bird?
Just helpers.
Yeah,
Helpers.
just other guardian angels. Oh, that's an enemy. Holy shit.
My bad too. Whoever I just killed.
Okay, that makes sense though. That makes sense. That makes sense. Why? That's why the movie is called Up. Okay,
He's going up to heaven.
going
Oh,
up to
wow.
heaven. Okay, wow. I never thought of it like that. That's something right there. That is. Oh wow, that's one for the books. It'd be the cartoons though that have the craziest little backstories and shit.
Has
No,
the
no, here's
deepest
the thing.
messages and stuff.
It's always
Yeah.
Pixar movie.
It's
Pixar
always
movies
Pixar
always
movies, hell
has
yeah.
something of like dang, what movie is it? Okay, it's one Pixar movie that has a little mini movie before the actual movie. And it's about this mom who makes these little dough things. This
Oh,
little,
I know you're talking about.
she's making
I know you're talking
dumplings.
about. I know you're talking about.
And
Yeah.
so like the dumpling eventually grew a face and grew like started to actually become alive, and throughout the little mini
It
movie
became
the
human.
dumplings, yeah, it became
Humanoid.
human.
Yeah.
And it stopped listening to his mom. And so then at the end of the movie, the dumpling was about to leave and go get married with this lady, and so the mom ended up eating the dumpling. Turns out the dumpling was representing her actual son, who became defiant and ran away and all that stuff at the
Holy.
yeah.
At the start of it?
was yeah, at the
Uh-huh.
start of it. It was it was crazy. It was good. I forgot what
Holy.
it's, I don't know
Short
if it's called
film.
dumplings. It's nice.
It's a short film, but I'll look it up real quick.
Pixar has my favorite like animation movie company, I should say.
I hear that.
You
I hear
know-
that.
when it comes to this.
Bao. BAO. Bao.
Yep.
Oh, like the type of dumpling. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Bye bye.
wow.
BAO.
Wow, you
It's
just
Bao.
No, it's
BBO.
Bao.
It's like
It's about okay.
it's stuff like that you wouldn't see watching it as a 12-year-old kid, but like that's why Pixar movies are so great, because a kid can sit down and watch this version of the movie for a kid, and then as you're an adult,
You're
watching
enjoying
a
it. You're
totally
having fun.
different. Yeah, you're watching a totally different movie than a kid is, but you guys are watching the same movie.
I mean that's a
Wow.
lot of animated shows. Like there, a lot of the old Nickelodeon shows do that shit too, where it's like the Rugrats shit, where there's a theory that they're all
Rugrats was
dead.
So okay, so like here's the thing with Rugrats. Like off the rip, Rugrats already starts off by just talking about some dark shit, cause Chucky's mom is fucking dead.
Yeah.
Which is why you never see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like some of the theories is like
It has to be
Angelica
leaving
is
going
like
back.
Angelica's like
You said what?
like
Has to be
mentally
leaving
ill,
by Christian back.
and like all the babies are dead and shit, and she's just imagining being younger with them and shit.
Yeah.
It's just dark shit, like dark theories like that out there for like shows like that, like Phineas and Ferb, for example. Another one, it's like Phineas and Ferb are dead, and Candace is mentally ill, and she like
She's imagining
imagines-
all of them.
She's
Yeah.
imagining all the shit that they're doing, like the building and shit. It's like what the fuck, like.
I wonder
Yo,
if like
And
who
every
sits here and thinks
that
of
won't make sense though, cause like every time that she's like,
the mom
Mom,
never
so
sees the
Phineas
shit.
did such and such.
well,
and
no,
then, like,
they
she's
they got
like,
they got
Candace,
caught
you're-
before in an episode.
No, Christian.
No,
I'm
that
pretty
was,
sure
No, that was
in that
that
episode.
that was
yeah.
fake. That was fake.
It was all a dream. I'm pretty sure. Where they actually
Yeah,
got caught.
that was her dream.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
And if
Like,
you
that's
think
even
about
that's
it-
even more sense
Oh.
too though.
Think about it. As soon as they got caught, they got sent away to some prison.
Prison,
They
some child
were
prison.
never seen again. All this other shit.
A zebra was talking to Candace. It was just crazy shit. It's just crazy shit.
No, that's because she touched that moss.
Yeah, she touched that moss, bro. Started tripping.
You think the writers like think about this stuff while they're writing this up?
I follow one of the writers on TikTok, and he's going over theaters.
Swampy or
Dan
whatever
something.
his name is.
Was
I don't know.
Dan something.
Swampy Joe.
Swampy Joe. Swampy Joe.
I think the
Interesting
Lion
name.
King has a good one too.
What's up?
Yeah, Dan
What's
Dan
that?
Povenmire.
Yeah, it talks
Oh,
like
Dan.
Dan Povenmire. He talks about theories here and there. There's that theory where it's like Phineas is actually what's his mom's name? Linda, and Dr.
Yeah.
Doofus versus
Dr.
kid.
Doofus versus his dad.
He's
Yeah.
I've
talked
seen
about
that
that, and he says
recently.
no. He said it's not true, but
Yeah, it's
That's cap. That's
He's
cap.
the
That's
writer
not
of the
cap,
show.
homie.
Yeah, I'm about to say he the writer, bro.
Yeah,
He
true.
No, I
cap.
think
But
not.
still though,
I
bro,
think-
I ain't gonna
no,
cap.
listen,
It's still
listen,
it's
listen.
kind of weird that
I
like
think
It's
I think
weird,
he was
yeah.
lying.
Comparison's
Same type
there.
of
I think
head.
he's lying. Because
But,
you gotta think about
you
it.
know,
It's always
Actually,
Phineas
now
that's
you
coming
think-
up with these crazy ideas for these weird
we
inventions
don't
and all
actually
that
know
mess.
his. We don't actually
Yeah,
know
he
who
always
his dad
he
is.
always walk up to
Exactly.
Ferb. I know what I'm gonna
Don't
do
they have the
today.
same
Ferb
dad?
looking at him like, nigga, come on.
No, the dad's
You take a
Ferb
break.
dad. That's what they step.
I said that's Fur's dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't know about
That's why
Phineas'
Ferb
that's
is
his
British.
dad. Yeah,
That's his
we
dad.
don't
bro.
actually know
yeah.
who his real dad is.
Also their dad and first dad had the same type of like head, but Phineas doesn't. That's another reason why I feel like Doofenshmirtz is actually like for real. His dad, and plus they're
And there's
both
that weird
inventors.
one.
You feel me?
There's
They
that
both
weird
Yeah,
one
they
I've
both
seen.
build shit.
There's a weird one I've seen where it was Linda and Jeremy. Is it Jeremy?
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Candace's
okay.
parents? Like that
It's
doesn't
like,
make
how does that
any
work?
sense.
I don't know,
Because
cause they
Same
like
age.
I don't
same
think
age.
it does work at all.
It doesn't work like that, but Candace
There
and,
was
like,
that time
Jeremy
machine.
do
They
kind
did
of
make
the
a
That
same
time
thing.
machine. The time machine.
Yeah. But if that's the case though, like, why is Jeremy falling in love with his daughter?
Daughter. Well, maybe he doesn't
But
know.
yeah,
I don't
and
fucking
if
know.
that might be it too. Like the time is
Oh,
probably
they're
like he
recruit
probably
rushing
wouldn't
us,
be
not
able to
rushing, but they
remember.
recruit.
That might be it. He probably
Maybe he
won't be
doesn't
able to
know.
remember it. Yeah.
That's
know-
wow, that's crazy.
With that show, I never take things like super serious with it when it comes to like theories like that because Doofenshmirtz literally was born in a hospital with nobody
Without-
there.
Without his parents.
Like,
Speaking of which,
What's
I was
up
gonna
with
say
that?
that, like, even if these theories are true, I don't think that most creators are gonna say it. You feel me? Because like, it took like the
'Cause
My
it
Hero
kinda, like-
Academia creators like 3 to 4 years to say
Fuck
that.
that
You feel
fandom.
me? Dabi was actually Todoroki's brother, even though it was already
Fuck
pretty much known. Like they
that
never confirmed
fandom.
it. Yeah, so
That's
the
the most
fandom is weird, but
toxic
still, man,
fandom.
just
I
Oh, the My Hero fandom
have
is
ever had the
ridiculously
misfortune
weird.
of being not even a part of,
anime
but like
community in general is weird.
But no, My Hero
Yeah.
takes the cake. My Hero takes the cake.
My Hero's like,
Of
oh,
course.
these two straight males who have never shown any interest in each other, yeah, they're fucking. Who are also
Always.
underage.
Yeah, by the way, they're like 15, 16.
yeah, I think we should move on to something else before we go get into
Before we
that.
Get demonetized.
I don't even. That's different lines right there.
No,
You know,
dude,
we ain't trying to have a
bro,
situation
the
with that.
arguments they have on that shit is so dumb, and I won't argue against any of it. Because they're always trying to say,
we look.
because
Hey, hold on.
because it's a flashback and they're overage, and this is them telling stories. It's like, yeah, but you're still
I mean, yeah, they tell
sexualizing
stories. I was gonna say,
children.
it doesn't give them a right to do that.
All
Like,
right.
I see someone on Twitter yesterday arguing
Yeah,
that
let's move on
like
to the next topic. Let's
Oh,
move
yeah,
on
We
to
you're
the
lost
next
all
topic.
hope of
well,
monetization
we've been going for
after that
about-
9/11.
We've been going for
we
about
should've-
an
we should've
hour.
even brought that one up.
So I think I got.
It's all
I think
good,
I
it's all
got one
good, they'll be
more
alright.
that should be
Maybe
good.
2
Wrap
episodes,
up.
honestly, 'cause we
Wrap.
Okay, let's
wrap
hear it.
off
Let's
one.
hear it. Let's hear it.
Of course. What's 2021 gonna look like? Because
Garbage.
if you didn't know, we are recording this on December 31st, the last day.
we were to
We got about five more
I think the first quarter.
hours
Up until
Yeah.
March, I think it's still gonna
before
be
the next
still
year.
gonna be like 20.
4:57 until New Year's.
2021.
Here's the thing:
Got high
people are
hopes
talking
for
about
it. Got high
2021. Like as soon as the clock strikes noon, midnight, coronavirus gone. There's
It's
this
not
Hey,
magic
it's not
happen,
gonna
here,
work
so-
like
and
that.
all
It's not
this
gonna work
shit,
like that.
it's gonna go away and it's gonna instantly be better. Like no, it's gonna take time. Will it get better over time? Hopefully, but
I believe so.
realistically, it's gonna take probably a little while at least.
I'm thinking maybe into like
around.
the summer, we'll have it pretty figured
Well,
out
they were
by
saying
then.
they were saying
They're saying
they
fall.
summer, fall.
Really?
Oh
I
my
remember
gosh, man.
originally they were saying
So
vaccine
that's
was going to
better
be
than
out
none.
by like what, April? Were they saying
Oh
April
yeah,
or November?
April. They were saying April.
Yeah.
They were saying April.
So they were saying April. We got one in December. So
So
hopefully
realistically, summer we
they'll
should.
be above. They'll be like ahead of schedule. Realistically.
I'm
Realistic-
thinking, well,
To
they gotta,
get a
because they gotta
better
like,
one.
if they're going to like talk about that, they have to think about like a time where it can be distributed to anybody who wants it. So then that's why I think like, okay, yeah, maybe April, May sounds good, because then they'll have
Yeah.
made enough by then. Because right now they're on the,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're on the testing phase, and they have one that's like 95% effective, ready to be distributed.
What I feel like though is like 2021 could be better, but like at the same time, we ourselves are gonna have to like make it better. Like
Oh
we're gonna
yeah.
have to like
Oh
do
yeah.
things better.
You're
Make
literally gonna have to
changes.
find ways to be more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Productive and shit
Productive, happy. Cause let's be real, this year had everybody fucked up. I mean, you're
Yeah.
stuck in the
True,
house.
true.
You can't do much. Like
Yeah.
you know,
It's
this year was not the best for a lot of people,
a
especially
lot
for
of
students.
people. Yeah.
Especially for students, but that's neither here or there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to do a lot. You're gonna have to do a lot to like really make yourself.
We good, Deontay. We can go through.
It's
You know,
yeah, like I said, it's not
yeah.
gonna magically happen. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Oh,
God damn. It,
You're
yeah,
gonna have to. You're
no,
gonna have
back
to.
here, back
You're
here.
gonna have to take action. That's the real thing. You're gonna have to take
we
action. You
can't
can't just
keep
rely
blaming
on.
COVID for all of our problems.
It's not even
at the
that.
end
It's
of
not
the
even
day.
that. It's not even that. Cause COVID a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But
No, it is. I'm just saying. It's just like okay.
but when it comes to
So,
shit like your happiness and
you-
how you handle
yeah.
it, you can't blame COVID for that. Because
True.
at the end of the day, bro, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get it. You're stuck in the house. You're doing this, that, and the third. But you have to take it into your own hands and figure out, damn,
You
how can
gotta
I
do
be
what
happy?
makes. Yeah, that's what you gotta do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's whatever
That's hard
it
to
may
do
be.
too though, cause like a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of people have been
course.
dying, man. A lot of people been dying.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and say because I know personally that shit is hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you can't, that's not something you could just be like, ah, yeah, fuck, how am I gonna be happier? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like
But
you
you
can still be
definitely
happy, but it's
you definitely
harder
gotta do
now
something.
because of
It's the
everything
difference
that's
between
happening.
grieving and being depressed. There's a big
Yeah.
difference, and I don't think people know the difference. They're just so
Mhm.
quick
Cause
to
most
throw it
people
inside of the
just like,
same.
yeah, people try to like self-diagnose themselves and shit like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's.
But
To
it's
be
like
honest,
also
I
at
don't
the
think
same
it's
time,
healthy
bro.
for real.
It's not healthy to self-diagnose, but at the same time, bro, you can tell when you're not yourself.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
something's
There's
off,
a
you
difference
know.
between self-diagnosing and just realizing, all right, I'm not
Yeah.
me right now.
I mean, not
Like,
something
Instead
like
of
this
saying,
hasn't
I
happened
think the
since
big
like
difference
okay,
is
the Black
when
Plague.
most of the
I
time,
need pills.
well, most of the time when people try to self-diagnose, it's like
They're very wrong.
a cliche to. Well, yeah, they can be very wrong. But also, it's like a cliche to like. That's now part of their fucking personality, and they show it all, which is just not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't even sit here and say, that's not how it works. But at the same time, bro, I
Oh,
feel
my
like
Christian.
depending on
Same thing happened.
depending on who the person is, man, 2020 could look either real good for you or it could look real bad.
Mm-hmm.
It depends
2021.
on how you count it. Depends on how you.
You
Oh,
know-
yeah, my fault. 2021. I'm still stuck in 20. Shit, I'm still stuck in 2030. But
I mean, my
Not for much
20
longer.
wasn't bad. It
it's
was
like my
just,
thing is this. My thing
it
is
was
this. My
meh.
thing is this.
You know, could have made it better,
2020
but I didn't.
2020 was bad, but like that second half hit, and shit's starting to get, shit's starting to get figured out. So it's
I'm
like,
saying
eh,
when stuff starts going your way, you just wait it out. Like, I'm Christian, so I firmly believe that God wouldn't put you through certain things that He know you physically and mentally could not handle. I don't think He would do that. So, COVID affected other people differently. Some people had loved ones that they lost to that. Some people didn't. Some people got it, some people didn't. And me being the person I am, I didn't catch it. I still have my job. But there was things that stood like COVID still affected me in a certain way, just not like other like it didn't affect me like everybody else did. So I still had my
Right.
level of stress and times where I didn't feel myself.
Right.
But now I'm looking at it now. I've made it to the end of the year. I'm doing good mentally, physically. You know, I'm good. My 2020 was a good year. May not have been how I wanted it to be, but it was a good year. Can't complain.
Makes you stronger.
Yeah. hmm If next year is anything like this year, it's gonna be a breeze. I done already went through it.
I hear that. I hear that.
How was you
Well,
guys this year? How was you guys this year?
You know, my 2020, man, it was hard. 2020 was a hard year.
hmm
You know, I mean, shoot, man, like, when your family is like going through it, bruh, because my
hmm
family, like shit. I had a couple family members, they caught the COVID, boom, gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like
mhm.
2020 was hard, bro. 2020 was real hard. And there's this underlying thing of like, oh yeah, colleges, gotta get into college. There's this whole underlying thing of school, nigga, gotta get out of school. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
it's just like
Mhm.
that shit mentally fucks you up, bro. It drains you. It
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
drains you. Cause you got so
I
much
would say
on
like I
you.
feel for y'all, especially y'all in school, having to do it online and stuff like that. Like I
It's
was
it was
It's,
homeschooled,
it
but I
was
can't I can't compare to what you
you
guys
can't
are
compare
doing
it to
now. This
like
is different.
actual school. It's like
Yeah.
even now it's still uncomparable. It's like even when
hmm
your school figures shit out, it's still
Oh
not
yeah.
gonna
No.
be
No. No.
easy for every
I
student to
I
learn
I,
this shit. You know what I
I
mean?
can't
I'm
compare
late for
my
this.
you're
homeschooling to
not used
your
to it.
homeschooling because my homeschooling, I was at home, like that was my choice or my parents'
Right,
choice at least. You guys are forced to be at home, away from your friends, out of your normal habitat. This is new
right.
Yeah.
territory for you guys.
17 years of being in a classroom. You know,
hmm
Man, and
it's
it's
like
just it's stripped
you just
away.
lose
It
all that.
is stripped away.
And like a blink of an eye.
Like,
Something you
don't get me
can't
wrong, I'm
control
so
either.
happy. I'm so happy certain people stuck with me throughout the year. You know what I mean? Because this shit was hard. This shit
hmm
was very hard. For those who
Yeah.
didn't stick with me, for those who decided, yeah, we just not gonna be cool no more and shit, it's like all you really say is fuck you, because it's like at a time like this, bro, we really do need to be together. Real talk. Like you
I
need as
say
many people
all
as you can
joke
get
all
on your
jokes
side.
aside,
All jokes
all jokes
aside, like
aside.
that shit is it's really helpful.
Mhm.
I feel bad for the people who did that. I can't really say I'm rocking with them. Can't really say I'm rocking with them. But
Mhm.
2021, man, I promise.
You never know.
You
You
know,
never know
my
what somebody's going
resolution.
through mentally.
Oh yeah, man. You just never know. You never know. But
I was gonna say,
2021, man, my
I
resolution
think
is
this year
just.
was a big mental test. No, I
Oh
shouldn't
yeah,
say
it was.
test, but just like
It just
it
it,
was
it was
just.
more of a means of seeing how mentally stable can you be during a time of pressure and stress.
hmm
It's like if you can't do it, you're not gonna make it. Real talk. If you couldn't mentally collect yourself, and even I'm still struggling to mentally collect myself. The only reason I'm kind of cool right now is because I'm not in school right now. I got that Christmas break, New Year's and shit. That's around the corner.
hmm
So it's like I'm cooling right now. But like once I get back into school, it's not about to be like that. It's still gonna be just as stressful, just as crazy. The American school system is just fucked anyway. So that's already stressful in
Mhm.
itself.
That's a
But now
conversation for another
another
day.
day,
Cause
another
boy,
day.
That's a whole
I
Another
lot
could sit,
podcast.
I
another
could
one.
sit down here and run my mouth about school. Jeez.
But it's like
But it's almost over.
man.
So
My
for schooling
resolution for
wise, at least.
2021, man, just move differently. Just move differently. I don't want to be
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't want to keep to myself, but one thing I have noticed this year is that a lot of people are not gonna stick with you. A lot of people are just not gonna stick with you, no matter what you do. You could
hmm
you could try to see them better themselves. You could try to see them at their highest points. It's just a lot of people are not going to fuck with you. And that's just life. You know what I mean? That's besides the quarantine. The quarantine's a whole other issue in itself. But the fact that you know people really lost friends, family, loved ones. You know, their mental state wasn't where it needed to be, and they just, they weren't. People were not themselves this year. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just, that's just how it is. You're stuck in the house. You're not about to be yourself. You have no motivation to get out of bed some days. Like this shit is hard. This shit is very hard.
Mhm.
But, 2021, man, I'm just gonna be moving different. I'm gonna, keep to myself a bit. I'm learning not to get so indulgent to what's going on with other people because I care. You know what I mean? Like,
hmm
don't get me wrong. If I care about you, bro, I care about you, but I'm not about to care about what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it's something personal, bro, you need to keep it personal. You can't drag me into the shit. You know what I'm saying? I care for you, but I don't care about what's going on. And that's because I care for you. If I care for you, you should be able to not bring me into what you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I deliberately ask, like, "Hey, bruh, let me know what's happening." But if I don't make it a means of he has to know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's not my job. Like I said,
Well-
I was talking about with like relationships and shit. Like, it's not my job to make you happy, bruh. That's you. You got to do that. I can't fix your problems. I can only give you advice. I can't make you happy. And if somebody's trying to force you to make them happy, bro, they need to be cut. You know what I mean? Gotta get cut out because
Gotta
that's
let them
toxic.
know.
That's toxic. Simple. You shouldn't rely on somebody else for your happiness. And 2020 was a big way of showing that. Big way of showing that.
Well, on that note, I think I have a couple words to close us out with. You know, my 2 words for this upcoming year that I think everybody should, just try to live by, being positive and staying optimistic for what's
Good
going to
luck,
happen
Charlie.
next. You know?
Good luck, Charlie.
But this has been a good episode, episode 2. For sure going to be making more.
Year closer, man. Wow.
What? Yeah. A year closer to what,
You
you
know
know?
what I mean?
Here, let me do it. Just want
You
to
got
thank you
something to
guys for tuning into this episode of the podcast. It's been real. We enjoyed having you guys. Stay tuned for more. Cash App and bio. Donate if you like.
Any funds are appreciated.
I don't know.
I mean, how else am I supposed to get this PS5, bro? I mean,
You know
know what I mean?
Follow me on Twitch.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
y'all want
I
your
guess I'll
socials
have
in the
Twitch.
bio, I got you. Let me know. But
No, I'm
You
good.
know?
I don't need all them prying eyes. I look too good.
hey, that's up to you. But till next time,
The next time.
whenever that will be.
Till
Long
next
live
time.
DJ, bitch.
In 2 more months.
In 2 months, it may be next week. Who knows? See ya.